All right. We are going to talk about my long position overnight. Um, this strategy is called a gap fill close strategy. So, coming up, gap fill close strategy, long overnight. All right. So, you can see the chart here. This is BLNK. This has been a hot one the last week and a half or so. Um, this morning, they put out some BS press release. Actually, I got absolutely decimated on my short on this one. You can see I had a run up from the twos all the way to the almost seven. And then this right here, it looks kind of like the backside of the move. So I was short overnight last night and then woke up this morning to this massive gap up. And so, yeah, massive gap up. My position size was, I got too aggressive. And I covered it this morning into a dip. I think right in here somewhere at around, I covered it 703. I think right there, somewhere in here. Covered it 703 because this actually is a breakout. It's a breakout over the previous high of 7. And I wasn't trying to stick around and find out how high this thing can go because this is a low float and this thing could go to 10, 11, 12. Who knows? So I gave it a little time to drop. Anyways, I ended up just eating a loss. But this is why I don't like holding long positions or positions overnight too often because stuff like this happens. They put out a press release, something like that. But ironically, I am long overnight on this, and this is why. So this is called a gap fill close strategy. So you have the big, huge spike pre-market. You have big, huge spike pre-market. Now, I give credit to Dux on this one. Steven Dux, I got this out of his DVD. I've never actually traded this strategy. This is actually my first time trying it. So we'll see how it works. So the way it's supposed to go is you have a pre-market spike. It holds at least 50% of its gains because it's going to sell off in the morning. It holds at least 50% of its spike and then starts putting lower highs in and then closes. It closes somewhere close to the open price. The open price on this was 701, I believe. And this closed at like 7, I think like 718 is what it closed at. So that meets the criteria for the gap fill close strategy. So I got in a little bit too soon. I took a partial position when it was put in these lower highs and it was holding. I got in at 742. I took a partial position. But then whenever it sold off into the close. I actually got some more at 709. So I have about a 720 average. And I'm holding overnight, expecting for a pre-market gap up or a morning spike. So that is my strategy for tomorrow morning. We'll see if it works or not. Gap fill close, a la Steven Dux. We'll see if it works.